Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to Al-Hikmat Monthly Highlights for July-August 2011 of Al-Hikmat Muslim Magazine. Al-Hikmat Monthly Highlights brings to you fascinating articles for this holy month of Ramadan, such as Sheikh Shafayat's message, we should not fast from food and drink, but from vain talk and foul language. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Al-Hikmat Dawa and Research Center, located at Masjid Al-Hijra, 6128 Southwest 27th Street, Miramar, Florida 33023. Our Dawa activities include printing of Islamic publications, monthly Muslim magazines, distributions of Quran, CDs, DVDs, and pamphlets, radio and TV programs, interfaith activities, feeding and clothing the poor and needy orphans, providing scholarships for students seeking to study Islam, and Islamic gifts. Fi sabilillah. Your kind and generous support will help us with these Dawah services. Generous brothers and sisters can give from their zakat and sadaqah, so Al-Hikmat could provide Islamic materials and literature to new and non-Muslims who are needy and seeking to learn more about Islam. Our office hours are Monday through Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Contact Al-Hikmat office for details at 1-800-804-0267. That's 1-800-804-0267. Or email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com or visit our website at www.alhikmat.com.
Sheikh Shafayat's message, we should not only fast from food and drink, but from vain talk and foul language. Alhamdulillah, Allah has once more favored us with another blessed month of Ramadan. I pray that Allah accept the fast and ibadah of everyone in this holy and blessed month, insha'Allah. Abdullah ibn Amr radiallahu anh reported that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the fast and the Quran are two intercessors for the servant of Allah on the day of resurrection. The fast will say, O Lord, I prevented him from his food and desires during the day. Let me intercede for him. The Quran will say, I prevented him from sleeping at night. Let me intercede for him. And their intercession will be accepted. Ahmad related this hadith with a sahih chain. Abu Umama reported, I came to the Messenger of Allah and said, order me to do a good deed that will allow me to enter paradise. So he said, stick to fasting, as there is no equivalent to it. Then I came to him again and said, stick to fasting. This hadith is related by Ahmad, An-Nasai, and Al-Hakim, who classified it as Sahih. Sahal ibn Sa'ad reported that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there is a gate to paradise that is called Ar-Rayyan. On the day of resurrection it will say, where are those who fasted? When the last one has passed through the gate, it will be locked. Now that we are aware of the virtues of fasting, it is very important for us to ensure that we do not lose the blessings derived from fasting by vain talk and foul language. Fasting is not just refraining from eating and drinking, but it is also refraining from everything else that Allah has forbidden. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anh reported that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, fasting is not abstaining from eating and drinking only, but also from vain speech and foul language. If one of you is being cursed or annoyed, he should say, I am fasting, I am fasting. This is related by Ibn Khuzaymah, Ibn Hibban, and Al-Hakim. The latter said that it is sahih according to Muslims' criterion. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anh also reported that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah does not need the fast of one who does not abandon false speech or acting according to his false speech. This is related by the group except for Muslim. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anh narrated that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, perhaps a fasting person will get nothing from his fast save hunger, and perhaps the one who stands to pray at night will get nothing from his standing except sleeplessness. This is related by An-Nasai, Ibn Majah, and Hakim. Allah knows best, inshallah.
Seeking marriage. If you are seeking marriage and want us to put your information on this page, please send your details to alhikmat@alhikmat.com or call 954-986-0158. Muslim brother Daryl Harris, age 44, seeking a Muslim sister between the ages of 30 and 37. Contact information free to go 121@yahoo.com. Number 954-986-0158. Muslim brother, age 66, resides in Jacksonville, Florida, seeking a pious wife. Telephone number 904-859-3161. Muslim brother Fahim, age 24, never married before. Telephone number 954-381-7364. Email address dinopalmer25@yahoo.com, seeking a Muslim sister for marriage. Muslim sister, age 21, very fair, 5'2", Urdu speaking, Sunni Hanafi, religious Indian Hyderabadi, family. Email mohjils@hotmail.com, seeking a Muslim brother for marriage. Muslim brother, age 50, height 5'6", Broward County. Phone number 954-701-1869, seeking a Muslim wife between the ages of 30 and 40, resides in Broward and Dade County. Muslim brother, homeopathic doctor in Chicago, age 55, height 5'8", Ghani786 homeopathy@gmail.com, looking for an educated lady for marriage. Muslim sister, background Pakistani Sunni, age 34, seeking a Muslim brother. Email amin119@yahoo.com. Muslim brother, age 44. Contact information 954-648-0096, seeking a good sister for his wife. Muslim brother, seeking a Muslim sister for marriage, resides in Miami, Florida. Phone number 305-301-6666.
Sponsor a poor and needy student for $300 monthly to study Islam. Please join us in sponsoring a student to become a Hafiz or an Islamic scholar. You can give your donation of $25, $50, $75, $100, or $150 monthly. Please make checks payable to Al-Hikmat Services at P.O. Box 6277, Hollywood, Florida 33081. For more details, you can contact the Al-Hikmat office at 954-986-0158, or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
Al-Quran and Islam on Al-Hikmat TV live 24/7 online for khutbahs, lectures, and seminars and interfaith programs, spreading the message of Al-Quran to remove any doubts and misunderstandings about Islam propagated by Muslim radicals, extremists, or by non-Muslims who campaign against the Quran. You can give a monthly pledge of $25, $50, $75, or $100. Please make the check payable to Al-Hikmat Services at P.O. Box 6277, Hollywood, Florida 33081, USA. For more details, please contact 1-800-804-0267 or 954-986-0158 or email at alhikmat@alhikmat.com or visit our website at www.alhikmat.com.
Rabbi's message. Jewish community rallies against laws targeting Islam. A couple of weeks ago, I read an article in the news agency, the Jewish Telegraphic Agency. The title was Anti-Sharia Laws Stir Concerns that Halacha Could Be Next. One significant comparison between Judaism and Islam is our sets of religious law. In Judaism, we have our holy text, the Torah, and Islam, we have our holy text, the Quran. In both our religions, we believe that our constitutional texts are God's words to our people. Separate from our Torah, we have a set of practical laws that are based on the Torah and interpreted from the Torah by our scholars known as halacha. Islam too has its sets of practical laws based on the Quran and interpreted from the Quran by Muslim scholars known as Sharia. This comparison is exclusive to Judaism and Islam. No other religion share this unique parallel that are systemic to both Judaism and Islam. Some state legislatures have begun the practice of enacting laws that would outlaw the use of Sharia. What does that mean? What it basically means is that if two Muslims agree to arbitrate a dispute based on Sharia, they would normally have the right to choose a Muslim scholar to arbitrate that debate. They could bring in attorneys so that their arbitration would become legally binding, just like any other arbitration. The state legislatures are trying to say that even if those Muslims follow all other state laws, if they choose to arbitrate their case based on Sharia, that the courts will not uphold it. Jews sometimes have the same practice. Sometimes Jews choose to arbitrate a dispute using rabbis and have attorneys to file the arbitration with the courts so that ruling of the rabbis would become considered binding in accordance with the rules of legal arbitration. Laws targeting Sharia could affect the religious liberties of all Americans, and as Jews, we can see ourselves as the immediate next target of these persecutory laws. The legislators have argued that Sharia is specifically being targeted because it justifies jihad as a legal form of Muslim violence against non-Muslims. This is absurd. First of all, I have heard many Muslim scholars argue that this is a misunderstanding of jihad. Some extremists distort the concept of jihad to imply that it sanctions violence. It is most prejudicial to pass a law against an entire religion that just because some of its adherents misinterpret those beliefs. Muslims are not the only people whose adherents misinterpret its belief in order to commit violence against others. Banning one religion because of the actions of a few absolutely a violation of the First Amendment. But secondly, even if there are some laws within our own religions that contradict the laws of the states or countries in which we live, clearly it would be those specific laws that would be considered to be invalid automatically, simply because those laws violate state law. Judaism, for example, permits a boy to get married at the age of 13. That is well below the state minimum age. Just because Judaism permits marriage that early doesn't mean a Jewish person can legally get married below the minimum legal age. In that case, the law of the land in which we live takes precedence over the laws of our own religion. When we are citizens of a country, we agree that our own personal beliefs have to be secondary to the laws of our country in which we are citizens. Should Judaism be banned simply because the Talmud states a boy can get married at the age of 13? No, that's absurd. It's simply that the Jewish law of allowing a boy to get married at that age cannot be enforced in the United States because the laws of the United States do not permit it. But that is no reason to ban Judaism or halakha and to try to prevent Jews from observing their religion. Once again, it is hatred that is targeting Islam, and those of us who believe in freedom for all and a banishment of hatred must stand up to oppose the kind of persecution. Which is why I am proud to say that I am joined by the Jewish organizations, the Orthodox Union, the Liberal American Jewish Committee, as well as non-Jewish organizations such as the American Civil Liberties Union, the Baptist Joint Committee for Religious Liberty, and the Americans United for Separation of Church and State all oppose these laws. Let us hope that rational heads prevail and not begin to erode the freedom of religion guaranteed to all American citizens because of the blindness, prejudice, and hatred of some. Instead, let us love and freedom win the battle to guarantee religious liberty for Muslims, Jews, and all Americans.
Voice of our readers. We are all God's children. Dear Sheikh Shafayat, many thanks for the plaque that honored me for outstanding service and dedication towards the uplifting of our community, which was given to me at your annual dinner and award ceremony on May 1st, 2011. I am greatly honored that I was one of the chosen awardees. I enjoyed the festive occasion and the warmth and love I felt from being with and speaking to.
many of the fine Islamic ladies and gentlemen who attended. The children, dressed in their Islamic flair, were cute and beautiful, as are all the children of this world. With attendees of the Jewish, Christian, Islamic, and other faiths, this ceremony truly showed we are all God's children. As I described in the new edition of my book titled The Last Wake-Up Call, are we really this stupid? Nothing in this book is political. This book is strictly dedicated to hopefully stopping an all-out nuclear religious war that will eradicate all of mankind. It could happen, and soon. I do hope you and your family are enjoying good health. May Almighty and merciful Allah protect us all. Sincerely, Mr. Frank J. Mazzio, Florida, USA. Magazine Insightful. Dear Al-Hikmat Dawa Center, I give all praise to Allah. I praise that all is well at Al-Hikmat. I want to say thank you for adding me on your mailing list for Al-Hikmat magazine. Your magazine is insightful and I enjoy reading it. I received my new issue of your Muslim magazine. Thank you for making me a part of it. Mr. Veron Jackson, Live Oak, Florida, USA.
Congratulations Corner. Congratulations to Jordana Ishmael from Miramar High School. So she was salutatorian of class of 2011. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless her, inshallah.
Community events. Darul Institute, Sunday Madrasa and Hifzul Quran Jalsa. On Sunday, June 19, 2011, Darul Institute held a student Jalsa for Sunday Madrasa and weekend Hifzul Quran students. There were different performances from students such as Quran recitation, hadith, songs, poems, etc. Sheikh Shafayat's visit to Islamic institutions in Guyana. Sheikh Shafayat went to Guyana in June to visit the Islamic institutions and facilities for students from Jamaica and Haiti, for whom Al-Hikmat is coordinating sponsorship for, inshallah. Sheikh Shafayat met with Sheikh Azam, Principal of Guyana Islamic Institute, Maulana Badruddin Khan, Principal of Boys and Girls Islamic Institution, Center of Islamic and Greater Islamic and Secular Education, Mufti Ramzan Khan, Principal of Hajjatul Ulama Darulum, Maulana Afrin, Principal of Darulum Diamond, Georgetown, Imam Muhammad Hasib Yusuf Murshid of Guyana Islamic Trust, and Brother Saheed, Principal of ISA Islamic School.
Al-Hikmat Services recognizes Dr. Reverend Kathleen Bishop as a retired Unity Minister and the founder of the World Federation of Practical Christianity. She is also the founder and former president of the Fillmore Seminary. She currently sits with South Florida Zen Group in Boca Raton. She's associated with 2 clergy groups, one in Broward County and one in Palm Beach County, which provides various outlets for her to get involved in such things as interfaith services and social justice issues. She's a professor at both Broward College and Kaplan University, where she is given the opportunity to inspire and educate a diverse group of students to help them achieve their life's goals. She has two master's degrees in higher education, one in administration and leadership, and the other in online teaching and learning. Dr. Bishop has a PhD in pastoral management and a THD in theology from the Florida Religious Studies Institute. Her dissertation in theology was entitled Women Who Walk with God: The Hidden History of Women in Christianity. She has presented workshops at Unity churches, religious science churches, and many independent New Thought churches around the country. She's been a presenter several years at the International New Thought Alliance Congress and has been published in many national magazines and journals, including INTA's New Thought magazine. As a professional speaker, teacher, and trainer for over 30 years, she's been able to entertain and inform her audience and congregations in a life-transforming way.
Email feedback from Africa. I enjoy reading your magazine, Samaila, Nigeria. Scotland. My name is Millie and I'm a regular reader of AL-hikmat.com. I'd like to thank you for the excellent information I have found on AL-hikmat.com. It's always a great pleasure to read your articles, and I have subsequently become a loyal reader. Millie Bansfire. USA. I would like to join your mailing list in order to subscribe. Thank you very much. James, New York. India. With your good personality, you have contributed a lot to spread Islam. MashaAllah. HS Lucknow.
Thank you once more for joining us on Al-Hikmat TV for Al-Hikmat Monthly Highlights. And remember that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "Every action of the son of Adam is given manifold reward, each good deed receiving 10 times its like up to 700 times. Allah the Most High said, except for fasting, for it is for me and I will give recompense for it. He leaves off his desires and his food for me. For the fasting person there are 2 times of joy, a time when he breaks his fast and a time of joy when he meets his Lord. And a time of joy when he and the smell coming from the mouth of the fasting person is better with Allah than the smell of musk." Narrated by Al-Bukhari. So see you next time inshallah, and I hope you enjoy the show. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.